I mean, the thrill of sitting down at the table and picking up that first hand and sorting it out and seeing what I've got. So that's what excites me. 30 years ago, other things would have excited me. That's what this does.
If you don't focus in, you're lost. Now, this is it. You know, you're at the front. The bullets are coming, and you better darn well put on your vest, or otherwise you're in big trouble.
I'm pretty sure it's sharp in my mind. I'll walk out of my room into the kitchen and not remember why I got there. With bridge, I can probably remember a hand that I played 3 months ago.
They do say that as you get older, you want to avoid the pitfalls of Alzheimer's and some of those other wonderful, mind-boggling diseases. If you play bridge and do crossword puzzles, you're in business. I do both, so it's like an insurance policy.
Okay, folks, thank you all for coming. Please change when ready for your last round.
And then I find myself looking at my watch and saying, oh, it's almost over. I wish I could go on. Isn't that nice to have something like that to look forward to?
When the bridge is over, in my particular situation, again, we're discussing the hands. You would not believe how we discuss the hands, and we're all such herring mavens. Everybody has an opinion, and we each think we're right, and then we wind up saying, well, I tell you what, we'll ask the pros tomorrow who shoulda, woulda, coulda.
I'm not up there, and I'll probably never be. Not super competitive, but I want to do well. It's the thrill of the game. It really is. I find it uplifting.
Some researchers suggest that play is not so much an activity as a state of mind. If so, it may be that play does for our conscious mind what dreams do in our sleep. Cal Speletich builds dreamlike machines, salvaged from the junk of our past. In a warehouse near the port of San Francisco, he creates interactive sculptures that stimulate our most primitive survival emotions. They screech and clatter. Sometimes they even breathe fire.
Need to be back more. This angel flies up and attacks the cage you're in, and the angel's on fire. You feel every hit. The whole cage moves while you're in it. I'm bringing my fire shower, which is a booth essentially the size of a phone booth, and you climb inside it, and there's a spinning cage of fire around you. So you're essentially in a column of fire. You're in a fire tornado. Your every breath, every pulse, every synapse in your body is affected by it. There's a level of terror that crosses over to a level of bliss.
At the end of the summer, Cal will be among the thousands of people converging on a desolate piece of land in the Black Rock Desert of Nevada, where the state of mind we call play becomes a collective experience. In its 10th year, the Burning Man Festival may be the ultimate adult playground, a wide-open invitation to personal and collaborative creativity. The desert is an empty stage where everyone can not only be a player, they can perform in any way they choose. The only rule is no spectators. At the center of this vast encampment is the Burning Man himself, a 50-foot-tall wooden effigy. On the last of 4 nights, he will be engulfed in fire, the climax of the celebration. Burning Man is not an easy place to be. You must bring everything with you: food, water, and shelter, not to mention power, light, transportation, and sanitation. Yet 20,000 people will do just that, creating an entire city, a world of their own that will vanish in less than a week. Why? Because at Burning Man, people can do things they couldn't and wouldn't do anywhere else. They simply don't make sense in the regular world. Here, they do. This year, surrounding the Burning Man will be a huge ring of shimmering lights created by L2K, a group of engineers from Silicon Valley. They're led by Tim Black, a systems engineer who is known here as the Wizard.
What we've done here is we've taken 200 small computers, little microchips, and programmed them just to flash lights and read buttons. There's 2,000 buttons, there's 2,000 lights in this room, and there's another 2,000 lights around the central figure of the man. All these tools that I've used for years to do serious projects, I just rolled them up into a big toy.
The no spectators attitude means people are here to do things, usually things quite different from their everyday life. Diane Goyette, a retired nurse, plays saxophone in the Burning Band, a group of musicians who met at the festival. They play an impromptu mix of Dixieland and John Philip Sousa. Anyone's welcome to join the band. Talent is not an issue.
I have joy in my soul when I'm here. Well, you just laugh a lot, and just everything is silly and fun, and interacting with people. It's kind of, no matter how outlandish anyone else's behavior is or whatever in our society's thing, it doesn't matter. You know, it's kind of like whatever goes, whatever people are doing is okay. And it's just, it's a fun place to be. It's a good place to be.
Most people seek shelter from the midday heat, but as the sun sets and the desert cools, the city comes to life. At Burning Man, the most interesting creatures come out at night. Diane Goyette, the nurse, becomes a reincarnation of Carmen Miranda.
I think when you get into the play personality and get in touch with that side of you, you begin to care less and less about images or all those other things. So your own image is the one that you create yourself to be.
L2K is on the way! L2K is on the way! Where are we going? How many lights? 2,000! L2K.
The tribe of L2K sets off to switch on the lights around the Burning Man. The Wizard in his chariot brings up the rear. Cal Speletich and his cohorts have brought more than 30 machines to the desert. They've spent hours in the heat, building sets and preparing for the climax of the festival tonight.
Burning Man is a giant playground, an organized, chaotic playground. All rules and bets are off. You go out there and it changes people's lives. I go to Burning Man and I'm blown away by the creative output people have to give.
Now, Ringmaster.
Yes, sir!
Is the ring ready?
The ring is ready, sir.
Very well. We shall apply enlightenment to the ring.
It has survived another day.
Everything going on around here is this huge process of creation. People are creating things, and they're going to burn them, or they're going to blow them up, or they're going to, tear them down. But the experience is the creation itself. That's what play is. Play is an exploration of creation.
For some, tonight will be primal and pagan. For others, spiritual, even sacred. But for everyone, it will be utterly and completely exciting.
It's the most alive I feel. I mean, I truly experience life in those moments. It's so... Time isn't even there. It could be hours, it could be seconds. It's like it's timeless. My heart is in my throat. I mean, I just feel like my purpose is happening right at that moment.
I see the Burning Man and these exercises as a kind of defiance of nature. We're going to build the most magnificent things in the world. We're going to live in ways people couldn't possibly live normally, and then we're going to burn it all, and it's all going to go down the drain. We're going to mock our own excess by a greater excess, which is to ruin our own excess. It's just a marvelous, paradoxical way in which we protest the fact that we are mortal.
To protest our own mortality by celebrating life, perhaps that's what all play is really about. We play to be totally in the moment, to experience our lives as fully as we can. In this sense, play is about only one thing. It's about now.
What's happening here in this 1 week period is what happens in life. Everything burns. Everything's temporary. And here it's like we're just rejoicing in that. We're just saying, whatever. It all goes away. It's all just a moment in the time. It's just a moment in the sand. And why not? Why not have a party out of it? Why not just have fun?
The Burning Man may be too apocalyptic for some tastes, but these 20,000 people are having the time of their lives. They're directly connected to the promise and the power of play.
Thank you.